I would like to mention about one interesting verse in Rudram. Now, the one who wants to liberate, the one who wants to get liberated, we saw this before, he needs to surrender to that personality who is beyond the shackles of birth and death, who is birthless, deathless, who is not bound by birth, old age, disease and death, and who is beyond the three modes of material nature, and who is not bound by kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. And that is Mahadeva alone, who is not bound by virtues and sins. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Gora Papakashini. Rudram describes Mahadeva as Apapakashini, the one who is not bound by virtues and sins. We see there is an account, there is a situation that is stated in the Puranas where the rishis curse Mahadeva and nothing happened to Mahadeva. So he is not bound by curses, and he is not bound by sins, and he is not bound by virtues. He is not bound by papa punya. He alone can be the supreme reality. Mahadeva is beyond papa punya. Apapa kashini, he is not bound by sins. Now let's consider, Valmiki Ramayanam, where Rama himself admits that Rama himself admits to Lakshmana that he is bound by sins. Valmiki Ramayanam Aranyakandam 63rd chapter 4th verse. Purvam maya nunam abhipsitani papani karmanya sakrit kritani tatraya madhyapatito vipako dukkena dukkam yadaham vishami. Rama says to Lakshmana after losing Sita, in the past, in my past janmas, in my past births, I have done various sinful deeds, O Lakshmana, and I am suffering for that. So because when you do a papa, you will get in return. Karma works like that. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when you do a punya, you will get that in return. When you do a papa, you will get that in return. So Rama says, I have done various sinful deeds in my past lives, and that's what is descending on me. I am facing the karma for that. Rama himself admits that he is bound by sins. And this is connected to a story that is explained in various Puranas where Tulasi curses Vishnu. Priyangadam samaligya chuchumbara tilolupa mokshadapyadi saukyam tu vrinda mohana sambhavam. Uttarakandam 15th chapter 42nd verse. Vishnu, looking at the beauty of Tulasi, he gets attracted to the beauty of Tulasi. So Vishnu, he takes the form of a sage, and then he goes and informs Tulasi that Jalandhara is dead. And then Tulasi is shocked and she doesn't know what to do. And then here it describes Vishnu takes the form of Jalandhara and then he mates with Tulasi. Looking at the beauty of Tulasi, he forgets Lakshmi and he forgets everything and he unites with her. And then Tulasi, after realizing this, she curses. Oh Vishnu, just like you took the form of a sage and confused me, someone in the future will take the form of a sage and confuse you and take away your young wife. And that's what happened. We see Ravana took the form of a sage, and then during the absence of Rama and Lakshmana, he took away Sita. So this says that, and after that, if we see, after losing his wife Shiva, in Shiva Gita, which is a part of Padma Purana, it is described that Rama met Agastya Maharshi and then was initiated into Mahapashupata Diksha, and then he has the vision of Mahadeva, Saamba Shiva. He also has the vision of the Virata Rupa, Vishwarupa of Lord Shiva, and he surrenders to Mahadeva. Mahadeva blesses him, and then through the grace of Mahadeva, Rama was able to win Ravana. So the reason for bringing this is that the supreme reality is described as beyond virtues and sins. So whereas we see Rama is bound by virtues and sins, and also Vishnu was bound by a curse. So Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Munayor, Janma, Mrityu, Jaraditaha. Brahma, Vishnu and Indra are bound by birth, old age, disease and death. Whereas Mahadeva is beyond the shackles of birth and death. He is birthless and deathless. So he is Tarakeshwara. He is his Namam, Namah Shivaya alone is the Taraka Mantram.